it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it is Monday, May 22nd. So not only is it May I Scraplift You, but it is Maggie Holmes Monday, which is a series I do with Sarah Scraps. So I will have her link to her video listed down below. And then for today's Scraplift, I am scraplifting Miss Carrie's creation. I am doing this beautiful layout that you see up there in the top left-hand corner that she did for Bramble Fox, which is like one of my like hashtag scrappy goals to be a designer for them someday. And, you know, use all of the stash that I already have. There is that too. So I had so much fun playing with my Paracel collection, and I hadn't put it away. And I'm like, I think that this layout is perfect to use a 6x8 pad, especially when you don't have any 12x12 papers. So she's got tons of layers behind her photo, and then she's got a white background. She does have some torn strips of paper that go down the left-hand side of the layout that I'm sure are 12x12. But I am just going to actually match up the pattern of these two. That is the nice thing about having it 6x8 instead of 6x6. So you have a little leeway to try and match that pattern up. Of course, you can see the line if you look really close, but it makes me feel pretty good if I can line it up. So that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to line up the tearing so that it looks like it was torn in one cohesive strip, which, I mean, as you can tell, did not happen, but that's okay. And then this bird paper was pretty easy. I just needed to make sure that there was not like half a bird or something hanging where those two met. And that was a super easy one to line up. It didn't actually probably line up perfectly, but nobody even knows. So because they did go over the edge a little bit, I am just going to take a little bit of time and cut those off. I am terrible with scissors. So even if it's just like the smallest little overlap, I feel like I tend to cut into the 12x12 paper. Like I can't even cut that straight. So I tend to use my trimmer a lot. Like I really like my trimmer. I actually like my trimmer so much that this is the original trimmer that I bought when I started scrapbooking 18 years ago. Some of the lines have kind of worn off. I've obviously replaced my blade several times. I did buy another one where you can change out the roller and get a different cut, but I never used it. So I kind of contemplate getting the bigger one, where like the newer version of it, but I don't know, it still cuts straight. So I just feel like I'm just going to continue going with it. Do you guys have any products that you use that you've used from the beginning of your scrapbooking adventures? I can't say the complete beginning, but of like this kind of scrapbooking versus like what we did in high school, where we just mainly cut pictures up and put them in books. I think that was more collages. So my photo is a little bit bigger, and so what I decided to do was just to map my photo with 3 pieces of pattern paper, do some torn edges on the bottom, and then I had that really pretty yellow with gold foiling piece, and I'm going to put that behind as well. So from my previous layout, I grabbed that blue and white polka dot, and the strip that I had left over, I just went ahead and turned it into a banner, just like Carrie's. And then, so I have the basically the main design of my layout. And so now I am going to work on some embellishing. So I love these pops of like dark green, and I knew that I had to get a Bramble Fox title on this layout. So I'm going to go with this green Loving Life. And I am loving life because this picture is from, we have mother-daughter weekend every year, and we always play games. And I was in charge of our crowns this year. Sometimes they've been real crowns. Sometimes they have been like, one year we had like a unicorn headband. One year, they were like handmade. This year I bought sparklies. So I ended up winning and one of the games and got myself a crown. So I had to take this picture. So it's a selfie, but you know, it's really just of my crown. Like it's not really of me. So, and I sent it to my daughter who's not old enough to go yet. And to show her that I'd won and I was coming home with crown because she had looked at all the crowns and wasn't sure, well, she wasn't sure she was ever going to see them again. So, I actually ended up with one extra and I think she got it. So we both have our crowns. So that's my little crown. It actually hangs out in my craft room with my other crown that I got for my 40th birthday. So, you know, gotta wear my crown, right? So as far as embellishing, I just decided to do like a horizontal embellishment from the torn paper to the left, skipping my photo, and then a little bit over to the right. I did get that cute little deer there because the place that we go, they have elk that come right to the deck every day. So I thought it was super appropriate to get a couple of those deer in there. It's kind of like little happy memories. And I actually am going to use that camera die cut, and it pretty much covers up the join between the papers. So not only did I line it up, but now I covered it up, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to finish it off with a couple of tiny word stickers. One says the simple things and one says perfect day. The one on the bottom is going to say ooh la la. And then I think I already put on a couple of puffy stickers. I went ahead and put, there's like thread and some embroidery floss, and I just went ahead and stuck them in because I'm in charge of the craft at Girls Weekend too. So I figure I can put a few crafty things on here. And then that one deer got a puffy yellow bow on her, and I think it's super cute. So there is a butterfly on this layout and there is a crown on this layout. So I need some sparkle. So I chose to use the Vintage Things, one of my favorite collections, just because this minty color and the variations of it it's my favorite color. My favorite color is mint. So that works out really good. So I'm going to put my sequin trails on my butterfly, of course. And then I am just going to pop a few sequins from the sequin mix in all of the embellishment clusters. And that is going to do it for me today. So make sure that you head over and give Miss Carrie's Creations some love, as well as check out the playlist and see who all is playing along today. And what else do I need to tell you? Oh, and Sara. I know I told you in the beginning, but check out Sara and see what collection she is playing with today. So there is my layout. I love it. I hope you love it. Remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.